So this is subqueries topic. Okay. Next. Here one operator is there. What that operator is? Pivot operator. Okay, now then. So what is this is? Operator used to convert rows into columns. Okay. Operator used to convert rows into columns. To convert rows into columns, we use pivot. Okay, then no. So suppose here, then for example, this is employees data. Okay, na? This is employees data. Same in database, whatever the table we are using, same. Then suppose what this pivot is, then see insert what's that pivot table. Insert the pivot table. Okay, then select the what data. You want to create the pivot table data. Select the data. I selected this data. So this is the data. Where you want to create the table, pivot table, existing sheet, same sheet. Okay. Then when you create the pivot table, it is asking what it is asking. So then row, which field values you want to show row, which field values you want to show column wise, which field values you want to show values. Row fill, column fill, values fill. Row, I want to show jobs. Drag the job, drop onto this row. And columns, I want to show department number. Drag department number, drop onto these columns. Okay. Next, department wise, job wise, what do you want to show? Department wise, job wise. See that department numbers are displayed column wise, jobs are displayed row wise. Department wise, job wise, what do you want to show? I want to show salary, total salary. Drag the salary, drop onto this. Not count, total salary. Okay, then value field settings. Which field, which function you want to apply? Sum function. I want to apply sum. Okay, then sum function. I want to apply the sum function. Okay. Now you see this, what it is showing. Sir, what is 6,000? What is 6,000? Total salary paid to analyst belongs to 20th department. What is 5,600? 5,600. Total salary paid to salesman belongs to 30th. So this is pivot. If you want to do this in SQL, then we use this pivot operator. In Excel, this one. Okay, na? Then, but in SQL, so we use what? Pivot operator. What this is? Displaying the data in matrix form. Displaying the data in what's it? Then operator used to display data in matrix form. Okay, then how to use this? You have to use like this. Select columns from what? Select columns from select what? Select required data. Select what? Required. select required data. Whatever data is required, select the data as some alias. Okay. Next, apply this operator pivot. Here, what you have to aggregate expression for column name in, you have to write value 1, value 2, value 3, so on. Next, order by column name ascending or descending. This is the syntax. How to use pivot. In SQL, this is the syntax to use pivot. Okay, next. Then, suppose first what you have to do is select the required data. Select the required data. After that, apply this operator. So row wise, column wise, what do you want to calculate? I want to calculate some salary. Aggregate expression is sum. Or I want to know number of employees. Then aggregate expression is count. Row wise, column wise, what do you want to calculate? I want to calculate some salary. I want to calculate number of employees. You have to write that aggregate expression. For which field values you want to show column wise, that field you have to mention here. Which field values you have to show column wise, that fields you have to mention. I want to show what? 10, 20. Department numbers I want to show column wise. Here you show. Here you write department numbers in which departments? 10, 20, 30. So department numbers are displayed column wise. Jobs are displayed row wise. I want to show the jobs in ascending order. First, I want to show analyst, next clerk, next manager like this. Then order by. Order by is not compulsory. If you want to sort, order by. If you don't want to sort, leave it. Okay, now? Then. Now. Sir, okay, now? Then. Suppose, let's take example. Then. I want to do the same thing. Whatever we have done here, same thing I want to do it in SQL. Select what? Star from. Select star from. Select the required data. Select the required data. So tell me what data is required for this. From table bars, select the required data from table. We don't need all the data. We need only what data? 3. Department numbers, jobs, salary. I need 3. Then select what? Department number, job, salary from EMP. Okay, as E. Just giving some name. Okay, na? Next. Apply this pivot. Pivot. So department wise, job wise, what do you want to calculate? Department wise, job wise, what do you want to calculate? I want to calculate total salary. Then some salary. Some salary is calculated for what? The sum salary is calculated what's it? Department wise, job wise. Whatever the fields you mention. So it is calculated for department wise and job wise. But which field values you want to show column wise? Which field values you want to show column wise? Department numbers for department number in. Then for which departments? 10, 20, 30. So then write 10, 20, 30. But this 10, 20, 30 displayed as headings. This department numbers are displayed as what? Headings. Headings cannot be numeric. Heading must be always character. Then what do you have to do? Give it in square brackets. If you give it in square brackets, it will not check the rules. It will ignore the rules. So 20. Next one, what? 30. Okay, no? Then. So this sum sal is calculated department wise, job wise. Department numbers are displayed column wise. For which departments it calculates sum salary? 10, 20, 30. Next. Just give some name to this. Here also we give some name as pivot table name. Just give some name to the pivot table. Giving name to the pivot table. As what? As name. What this is? Department, job, sum salary. Next, order by what? Job ascending. Understood, no? Then, so this is calculated department by job wise. Department numbers are displayed column wise. Jobs are displayed row wise. But I want to show the jobs in ascending order. So then ascending. Now let me run this query. So DB 6 PM. Okay, then. So analyst 6,000. What is 6,000? The total salary paid to analyst belongs to 20th. 5,600. The total salary paid to salesman belongs to 30th. Same thing, same. Whatever is shown here, same. Okay, that's this is the purpose of what pivot. Then row in column wise. So this is the output you'll get. Job. Next, what's it? 10. Next, 20. Next, 30. That's okay now. Now, sir, actually, we already written this already. Like how you calculated the same thing. We written query like this. Select what's it? Department number, job, some salary as total salary from EMP. Next one, group by what's that? Department number. So what this calculates? This calculates department wise, job wise, total salary. Then suppose order by department number ascending. You see this. Same thing. So it is also, this is also calculating the same thing. 10th clerk 1300, 10th manager 20 analyst 6000, 20 clerk 1900, 20th clerk 1900. Yes, showing same thing. But what the difference is? Difference is and jobs are displayed row wise. But in this output, department numbers are column wise, jobs are displayed row wise. That means one field values column wise, another field values row wise, which is easy to analyze this one. Compared to this is easy to analyze. If we show one field values column wise, another field values row wise, then it is easy to analyze. Okay, now that's all. Now, so then, for example, but if I write like this, if I write suppose same query, then sir, I want to show jobs column wise, department numbers row wise. Then tell me what you do. I want to show jobs column wise, department numbers row wise. Then reverse. Then here you have to write what? Job in, then clerk. So clerk, next, what's that? Manager. Next one, salesman. Okay, analyst, like this. Salesman, analyst, like this. Okay, then suppose I'm giving 4. Next, order by what? Department number ascending. So jobs are displayed column wise, department numbers are displayed row wise. Okay, for jobs in clerk, manager, salesman, analyst. Like one is enough now. One bracket is enough. Then you see this. Then so what is the same thing? 6,000. What is the analyst total salary paid to the analyst belongs to 20th. Okay, na? So which field values you want column wise, specify that field. The remaining field is displayed row wise. Okay, then understood? No. Then suppose, okay, we'll take one more. Then I want something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1980, 1981, 1982, 1983. Okay, na? Then what is this 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters? 1980 first quarter, how many giant? Second quarter, how many giant? Third quarter, how many giant? Year wise, quarter wise. Year wise, quarter wise, I want to analyze. Year wise, quarter wise, I want to analyze the data. Then years, I want to show row wise. Quarters, I want to show column wise. So tell me how. Huh? Select. Okay, let's say start from next. Select required data. What data is required for this output? Three. One is year. One is quarter. One is you want to count number of employees. To count number of employees, select EMP. Select EMP. Because if you select EMP, you can count the number of employees. Then so 3. Select year. How to get the year? Date part. YY. Comma what? Hide date. As year. Next. What is the next? Date part. Next. QQ. Hide date as quarter. Comma what? EMP and BO. I need employee number to count number of employees as E. Next. Apply what's it? Pivot. So tell me, what do you want to calculate? Year wise, quarter wise, what do you want to calculate? Number of employees. How to calculate the number of employees? Count of EMP and for what do you want to show column wise? Quarters. What do you want to show column wise? Quarters. QRT in. QRT in. Can I use this QRT in here? What is QRT alias? Can I use that alias here? Can I use the alias? Yes. Because where you declared? You declared in inner query. You are using in outer query. Okay, allowed. Same query not allowed, but it is declared in inner query. We can use it in outer query. Quarters in then 1, comma, 2, comma, next one, 3, comma, 4, like this. Next, just use some name as what's it? Pivot, then year, next one, quarter, next one, count. Next, order by what? Year. Order by year ascending. I want to show the years row wise, but I want to show the years in ascending order. Then let's see. 80, 0, 1, 81, 2, 3, 2, 3, 10, 82, 1, 83, 1. Like this. 81 employee, 81, 10 employees, 82, 2 employees, 83, 1. So year wise, quarter wise, it is showing number of employees. Okay, that's so this is the query. Okay, now that okay. Next. That's all. This is about pivot. Now, you try one. Like what that is. Example 3, you try this. There is a table. The table is student table. Okay. Then. Okay, na? Then. Okay. You can also use what's it? E.empn. So because you are reading this employee number from E table, yes, then better apply E dot. Even if you don't apply also, okay, but then quarter also E dot, E dot QRT. Year also E dot year. Prefix with alias. There is a table, student ID, student name, subject, marks. Student ID 1, name is A, subject mass, suppose 60. Student 1A, physics, suppose 80. Student 1A, chemistry, okay, 50. Student 2B, maths, suppose 80. Student 2B, physics, 70. Student 2B, chemistry, suppose 40 something. What is the output I want? I want this out. Student ID, student name, maths, physics, chemistry. 1A, 60, 80, 50. Student 2B, 80, 70, 40. I want this out. In table, subjects are what? Subjects are row wise. In output, columns. So converting what's it? Rows into columns. Then. So this is the actual table. This is the output you want. Then if you want this output, then use pivot. Okay. Next. So here, now, suppose I want to create what? Creating a new table from existing table. Creating a new table from existing table. What this is creating? What's a replica? What this is creating? What? Replica. Creating a new table from existing table. Okay, na? Then because in real time they maintain 3 databases. One is Dow, one is QA, one is what? Production. See, whatever the tables are there in Dow, the same tables are created in QA database. Whatever the tables are there in Dow, the same tables are created in production. I want to replicate the tables. I want to create the replica of this Dow table. This is one. Otherwise, then companies maintains one OLTP and what's a OLAP. In OLTP, there is a table, what's a customer table. In OLTP database, they use this table for inserting, updating, deleting. To store the new data, to update the customer data, to delete the customer data, they use this table. But in OLAP also, they maintain customer table, but they use this customer table for analyzing the customer data. One table, they use it for day-to-day operations. One table, they use it for analysis. What this is, customer is replica of customer table. This customer table is what? Replica of this customer table. How to create the replicas? Okay, na? To create the replicas, then this is the syntax we follow. What that is, select what's it? Columns into what? Columns into new table name. Then from what? Old table name. Next, where condition. This is the syntax you follow. One extra, what is that extra? Into new table name. So when you run this query, whatever data written by this query, that data is copied to the new table. The new table is created with number of rows, number of columns written by this query. If this query returns 5 columns, 5 rows, the new table is also created with 5 columns and 5 rows. If this query returns 8 columns and 14 rows, the new table is also created with 8 columns and 14 rows. The new table is created from the output of this query. Okay, now? Then. Understood? So let's take suppose example. Example 1. So I want to copy what's it? Complete table. I want to copy complete table. Then what? Select star into what? EMP something 10. From what's that? EMP. What happens after executing this command? A new table is created with name EMP10 and the number of rows, number of columns written by this query is copied to this EMP10. Okay, na? Then the above command creates what's it? The above command creates a new table with name what? EMP10 and what? Okay, na? Then with name and and it is created with what columns? How many rows? How many columns? So the new table is created with name EMP10 and created with number of columns. What's it? And created with number of rows and columns written by query, not EMP, written by this query. The command creates a new table with name EMP10 and created with number of rows and columns written by query. If this query returns 8 columns, 14 rows, the new table is also created with 8 columns and 14 rows. So let me run this command. Okay, na? Then 14 rows effective. See the table, select star from what's it? Select star from EMP10. See the table. So it is number, name, job, manager, 8 columns plus how many rows? Huh? How many rows? 14 rows. Understood that. 14 rows. Next. This is one. Suppose next. But I don't want to copy complete table. I want to copy specific rows and specific columns. Then what? Copy specific rows and columns. Then what? Select. Don't say star because you want to copy specific columns now. Star means all columns, but I want to copy specific columns. What columns? I want number, name, job, salary. I want only 4. Then number, name, job, salary. From EMP next into what you have to say always into EMP11 from EMP where what which I don't want to copy all 14 employees data. I want to copy only clerks and managers data. Then where job in clerk comma manager. So job in clerk comma manager. That's all. What is copied to the new table? Then that's all. So here then it is saying name is already there. Table is already there. Query is correct, but it is saying one table is already there with name EMP11. So drop the table. Now 7 rows effect. That means how many rows satisfying this condition? 7 rows. See the table. Select star from EMP11. You see this then. So all these employees are what's it? Clerks, managers. So what we copied is only clerks and managers data is copied to the new table. Next. So this is all just different ways to create the replicas. Okay, next. But to the new table, copy only what? Copy only, okay, na? Columns, but not rows. Into the new table, copy only the columns, but do not copy the data. Understood? Then, what? Hmm? What? Into the new table, copy only the columns, but do not copy the data. Then select what? Star into EMP12 from EMP. Then what? Selecting star means selecting all columns. All columns are copied to EMP12, but don't copy the rows. Then don't copy the rows. Then where? Where? Where what? Don't select the row. From table, don't select the row. Then how to write the query to select 0 rows? You write a query, but query should return 0 rows. Then how? Where? Job? Column? What is that is? See, what I'm asking is copy only columns, but do not copy the rows. Select star means columns. Columns are copied, but don't copy the rows. Then you write, suppose where condition, what that select star from EMP, where employee number, okay, equal to what? Employee number is null. Employee number is null. That means any record satisfy this condition? No. Because no employee number is null. No row satisfy this condition. Yes, this query return 0 rows. Otherwise, what? You write like this: salary greater than. Anyone satisfy this condition? No. Then no row is selected. This is all false conditions. Yes. Simple false condition is 1 equal to 2. What? 1 equal to 2. 1 equal to 2 is also false. 1 equal to 1. Then true. True means it selects all the rows. 1 equal to 2 means false. Okay. Clear? Then what is the condition? 1 equal to 2. So no record satisfy this condition. No record is copied to this EMP12. Only columns are copied. Next one. Suppose, but in these examples, in this three, first one, complete table. Second one, specific columns and rows. Third one, only the columns, but you are not copied the data. Yes or no? Then you see. So let me run. Then 0 rows affected. See the table. Select star from EMP12. So only columns copied, but data is not copied. Okay. Then. But in all these examples where replica is created, replica is created, where the replica is created, the replica you're executing here. And when you execute this command, replica is also created in the same database. I want to create the replica in different database. What I want is I want to copy this EMP table from DB6PM to sales DB. Okay, na? There is one more database called sales database. Then select star from what? EMP. Sales database also there. Let's say what's it? Top table EMP. Okay. In sales database, there is no table called what's it? EMP. EMP is there or not there? Not there. Then what I want to do? I want to copy the EMP table from from this, what is this database? DB 6 p.m. So copy the table from DB 6 p.m. to sales DB. Then, so what is this is copying, okay, table from one database to another database, creating the replica in another database. Then what? How to run the command? Select, select star into database name. What is the database name? Sales DB dot table name. What is the table name? EMP from EMP. From EMP. This EMP belongs to which table? Sir, this EMP belongs to which table? Current database. If you don't mention anything, then it is treated as current. Then it is created in which table? This EMP is created in which table? Sales DB. So run this. But here, when you are accessing the tables, then what the standard is? Database name dot schema name. You have to give schema name. What is the schema name? DBO dot. DBO is the schema name. Database name dot schema name. So the specified schema name is either does not exist or do not have permissions to use it. So sales DB dot DBO dot EMP. That means it is copied to which database? Sales database. In which schema? DBO schema. Then let's see. 14 rows affected. Now table is copied. So you see the table. Then what's that? Sales database. You see this? Select star from what? EMP. Select star from EMP. So copied or not? Yes. Then sales DB dot DBO dot. What is this DBO? DBO is what, sir? Schema name. DBO stands for database owner. This is what, sir? Schema name. Default schema name. What is schema? You'll understand. There is a topic next, security. That time you'll understand. Understood? Sir, actually, what the hierarchy is? There is a what, sir? Server. Inside the server, you create what? Database. Inside the database, you create what, sir? Schema. Inside the schema, you create tables. So in database, create the schema. Inside the schema, create tables. Understood? Then. No. Okay, na? Then. So this is exact replica. This is part specific rows and columns. This is only columns but not rows. This is one to another database. Okay, then. Now here, EMP12, this table is empty. Why? This table is empty. Why? Because you copied only the structure. You copied only the columns, but you are not copied the rows. This table is empty or not? Yes. Select star from EMP12. So table is empty. Yes. Now, later I want to copy the data. At the time of creating bus, I not copied the data. Later, after some time, I want to copy the data. Then, how to copy? Copying data from one table to another table. Sir, we are not creating the table. Table is already there. Just you want to copy the data from one table to another table. What the command is? The command is what? Insert. Insert into what's that? Insert into target table. Select columns from what? Source table. If you want, you can have the where condition also. That's all. Insert into target table. Select columns from source table. Then apply this condition. Okay. Then example. So copy what? Copy EMP copy, okay, data from EMP table to EMP12. Okay, then copy the data from EMP to EMP12. What is the target table? EMP12. What is the source table? EMP. Then what? Insert into EMP12. Select star from EMP. Okay, then insert into EMP12. Select star from EMP. Then you see this EMP12. Such sales database. I'm executing this command in sales database. Now execute this command here. Our database. 14 rows affected. Now see the table. Select star from what? EMP12. You see this. That's it. Okay, na? Then. So what are these? These are all different ways to create what's a replica. But when it is useful, it is useful when you are what's a OLAP to OLTP to OLD. There is a table in OLTP. You want to create the replicas. You want to replicate the changes in OLAP. That is called ETL process. What that process is called? ETL. Extract from OLTP, transform the data, load the data into OLAP. Okay, then. Next. So suppose like today, for example, you created the replica. There is a table customer S, customer ID, customer name, customer city. So 10 name HYD, 11 B BLR, 12 C Mumbai. So this is source table. This is the source table. You created the replica customer T. You created the replica customer T city. Same na? You created the replica 11B BLR. You created the replica yesterday. You created this replica yesterday. Today, a new record is inserted into source table. In day-to-day, source table data changes or not? Yes, a new record is inserted. See, then what's that? Suppose Delhi. Today, a new record is inserted. I means insert. And this existing customer address is updated. This is updated with Mumbai. You. So then yesterday you created the replica, but today source table data is changed. A new record is inserted, existing customer address is updated. I want to apply the changes to what? Replica. You want to apply the changes to replica because replica should be exactly same as source table. You want to apply the changes to the replica. On replica also, how many commands you have to execute? On replica also, how many commands you have to execute? 2 commands. One command is what? Insert. One command is update. Okay, na? One command is insert, one command is update. So instead of executing insert and update separately, we can combine these 2 commands into one command that is called match. But that command is match. The purpose of match is this. Match is not for, okay, na? General. It is for replicating the changes. So you create the replicas. After creating the replicas in day-to-day, source table data changes. When source table data changes, you have to apply the changes to replica. To apply the changes to the replica, use match. Okay, na? Then. So match command. So command user to match data into a table. Use it to match data into a table. Then. So we can say merge is the combination of what's it? insert, update, delete. Okay, it is a combination of three: insert, update, delete. Source table, some data is inserted, some data is updated, some data is deleted. You want to replicate the changes to the target table, then use merge command. Using merge, we can replicate what changes made to one table to what changes made one table to another table. Source table to target table. Then understood. Then next, use it in WhatsApp ETL applications. Merge is widely used in ETL, exact transform load. Okay, then next one. How to use merge? What is the syntax? Merge into target table. Merge into target table using source table. Using source table when what's it? Sorry, on condition. Next one, when match, then update. When not matched, then insert. Okay, na? Then when not matched by source, then what's it? Delete. That's it. So this is the syntax. So using merge, we are executing insert, update, delete, all the three. Okay, then. Okay, now then. But when you are using match, what is important is this is important. On condition is important. Okay, now then based on this condition only, we can decide insert, update, delete. Based on this condition only, we can decide insert, update, delete. What is this condition? Okay, now what is this condition? Why this condition? Then, sir, here you see this. Sir, how you know which record you insert, which record you update? How to decide? This is the source, this is the target table. Which record we insert, which record we update in the target table? How you decide it? Huh? ID. Comparing. See, record already there in the target table. Then record already there in the target table. Then update. Record is not there in the target table. Insert. That's all. Source table record is already there. Then update. Source table record is not there. Insert. That's all. But how do you know record is there or not there? Sorry, insert or update depends on record is there or not there. Record is there, update. Not there, insert. But how do you know record is there or not there? Compare the IDs. Compare the IDs. So this ID is matching to this ID. Means record is there, update. This ID is not matching with any ID. If this is not matching with any ID, then not there, insert. You compare the source table ID with target table ID. Source table ID is matching to the target table ID. Then update. Source table ID is not matching to the target table ID. Then insert. Understood? Then. So let's take what's that example. So what is the first step? Step one. I'll take this example. Step one. Create what's that source table. But here I'm creating just to show. But if you go to the projects, in project, source and target tables are already there. You have to replicate the changes. That means you have to directly execute the match. Then create what? Create table. What? Customer? Yes. Customer ID. Integer. Customer name, what? Varchar 10. Okay, na? Customer city, what? Varchar 10. Suppose table is created, source table. Insert some one or two records. Insert into customer S values. Customer 10. Name is what? A. Next one. City HYD, comma 11. Name is B. BLR. Okay. Source table is ready. Next one. Step 2. If you execute source table is ready. Create replica for customer S. Tell me how. Create the replica. Select star into customer T from customer S. After executing this command, then replica is created. Yes. Both tables are same or not? Yes. Next one. So here, customer T from customer S. Both tables are same. Okay, then. So this and this is same. Now you see this. Both tables are same. So this is, now let's say, what is this is? This is what's it? HYD, then Bangalore. So this is also HYD Bangalore. Both are same. Source and target tables. Step 3. Step 3. Modify source table. Modify source table. Okay, na? Then. So because in day to day, source table data changes. New customers are added. Existing customer addresses are updated like that. Source table data changes then. So here what I'm manually doing, but in the real time, what application will do that? Okay. So insert into what? Insert into then customer yes values 12C then. So suppose some new record. I inserted new record. Yes. Existing customer update this address. Then update what's it? Customer S set city equals to what? Mumbai, where customer ID equals to 10. Now there are some changes or not? Yes. So there are some changes. A new record is inserted into source table 212C Delhi. This is inserted. Plus existing customer address is what's it? Updated. So there are some changes. Apply the changes. Step 4. Source table data is modified. I want to apply the changes to the replica. Okay, then. So then apply what's it? Apply changes made to customer S to customer T using what? Match command. Apply the changes made to customer S to customer T using match. Then. And then what? Merge into. Then. Merge into. Then what? Target table. What is the syntax? Follow the syntax. Merge into target table. What is the target table? Customer T. So target table is customer T. Using what? Source table. What is the source table? Customer. Yes. Next one. When. Okay, na? So this is target table using source table. When. Then. When. Condition. What is that condition? ID. Compare the customer IDs. Okay, na? Then what? And also give some alias T as S. Target table T, source table S. Then when, what's not when, what's that? On S dot CID equal to T dot CID. Comparing the source table ID with target table ID. Source table ID is matching with target table ID. Then when matched, then what? What is the meaning? Matched means source table ID is matching. Suppose this 10 is matching to this 10. Once matched upon, then what? Update this address. Update the city. Then what? Update. Okay, na? Update. Actually, what is the syntax of update? Update emp set field name set salary equal to something. You write like this. But here table name is not required because you already mentioned you're merging into customer T. Merging means inserting and updating. You already mentioned into which table you are inserting, which table you are updating. No need to write again. So update, what's that? Set. Set. What do you want to update in the target table? City. I want to update the city. So target table city equal to source table city. In target table, city column is updated with source table city. What is the source table city? Mumbai. So in target table also the city is updated with Mumbai. Understood? Then. But multiple columns are there. Here only one. I want to update only the city. I don't want to update ID and names because IDs and names not going to change. Only city going to change. So that's why I written. If you multiple, then separated by comma. Multiple columns are there, separated by comma. But here I have only single. Then next one. When what's that? When not matched. Then when not matched means so here you take 12. 12 is not matching to any ID. Source table ID is 12. 12 is not matching to any target table ID. If it is not matching with any target table ID, then what's the insert? What is this is insert. Into table name is not required. Into table name because you already mentioned. Insert what's that? Values. Insert values. Insert values. Then insert values. I want to insert this complete row. I want to insert this complete row into target table. Then what? I want to insert this complete row into target table. Then s dot cid, s dot cname, s dot city. This values pass. How to access these values? S dot id, s dot name, s dot city. So this id is not matching with any target table. Then I want to insert this row into target table. Understood? Then. Sir, okay, na? Then. So if you want delete also. It's not compulsory that you have to write this when not matched by source. Okay. If delete is there, delete. Then suppose once again, sir, you deleted the row from source table. You deleted the row from source table. Okay, na? Then once again, you deleted this row. You deleted the row from source table. This is delete. It is deleted from source, but it is there in. It is deleted from source bus, but it is there in target. From target also delete. Yes or no? If deleted from source, then delete the row from target also. If you insert a record, insert into target. If you update in target. If you delete from target. So you deleted from source table, then same record should be deleted from target. What is the condition for delete? Sir, this is deleted. Then what is the condition for delete? Sir, ID is there in target table bus, not there in source table. Delete condition. What is the delete condition? ID is there in what? Target, but not there in source because it is deleted. It is deleted. Yes or no? But still it is there in target table. Then delete from target table. Then tell me what is the condition for delete? When not matched by source. Then not matched by source. What is the meaning? Not matched by source means it is there in target but not matching with source table. Okay, na? Then what? What is the action? Delete. That's all. But if you want, I'll add this one also. What that is? Delete from WhatsApp customer S where customer ID equals to 11. So what are the changes? 3 changes. One is insert, one is update, one is you're applying the changes. Yes or no? Then okay. I want to execute this step by step. Then so first create the source table. Create the source table. Source table is what, sir? Created. Source table is created. Next one. Create the what? Create the replica. Create the replica. So now both tables are same or not? Yes. Select star from customer S. Select star from customer T. Both are same. Yes. Next. Then suppose now both tables are same. Next. What you did, suppose I made some changes. I executed 3 commands. Let's execute 3 commands. Okay, na? Then I'm executing 3. 1 row affected, 1 row affected, 1 row affected. Okay. Then now there is a difference. After executing this insert, update, delete, there is a difference now. Difference between source and target. A new record is inserted. Existing customer address is updated. One record is deleted. But so I want to apply the changes to what's the target. In target also, I want to update this. In target also, I want to insert this. In target also, I want to delete this. Then, so to do this, then execute what's that? Match. Execute this command. Match. Okay. Let's see. Then 3 rows affected. Now see the table. See the tables. Changes are applied or not? Yes. One thing is merge command should end with semicolon, compulsory. If you don't end with semicolon, then merge statement must be terminated by semicolon. Semicolon is must for merge. Okay, now? Then that's so this is the purpose of merge. That's all. Replicating the changes. How to replicate the changes in SQL by using merge. That's all. Okay. So with this, what we completed is basic SQL commands complete. Okay, na? So there are some topics. One is database transactions, database security, okay, views, indexes, like that. Okay. So we'll see the database transactions in the next class. Pivot command, ఇది ఇదే కదా SQL లోనే కదా. ఓకే. ఫస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇది అవుట్పుట్. ఓకేనా? సో ఇది అవుట్పుట్. ఈ అవుట్పుట్ కావాలి. ఈ అవుట్పుట్ కావాలంటే ఈ అవుట్పుట్ కి డేటా ఏం కావాలి? ఓకేనా? యూనిట్ 3. వాట్ యూనిట్? డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నెంబర్స్, జాబ్స్, salary. Because this is some salary, no? Unit 3. Select this data from the table. So this is select required data. whatever the data required for this output, select the required data. You selected the required data. ఓకేనా? దెన్ ఇది కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది అట్లా. మనం ఏం చేయాలంటే మనకి ఏం డేటా కావాలో సెలెక్ట్ చేయాలి, ఇది కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, ఈ విధంగా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? దెన్ సో ఈ ఆపరేటర్ అప్లై చేస్తున్నాం. అప్లై చేస్తే నీకు డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ జాబ్ వైజ్ ఏం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి, సమ్ సాలరీ. సో ఇయర్ యూ సే సమ్ సాలరీ. సో దట్ మీన్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ జాబ్ వైజ్ ఇట్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ద సమ్ సాలరీ. సో ఇయర్ సమ్ సాలరీ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తుంది. బట్ నీకు కాలం వైజ్ ఏం కావాలి, డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ కావాలి. దెన్ ఇక్కడ ఏ ఫీల్డ్ అయితే మెన్షన్ చేస్తామో ఆ ఫీల్డ్ వాల్యూస్ కాలం వైజ్ డిస్ప్లే అవుతాయి. సో ఇప్పుడు సమ్ సాలరీ ఈస్ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ అండ్ జాబ్ వైజ్. సమ్ సాలరీ ఈస్ క్యాలిక్యులేటెడ్ దిస్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వైజ్ అండ్ ఆల్సో జాబ్ వైజ్. బట్ విచ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ అంటే ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఓన్లీ 10, 20, 30 జాబ్స్, అన్ని జాబ్స్ తీసుకుంటుంది, డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ మాత్రం 3 తీసుకుంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ సో జాబ్స్ ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఫీల్డ్ మెన్షన్ చేసిందాం, కాలమ్స్ వస్తాయి. రిమైనింగ్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉంది కదా, అది రో వస్తుంది. బట్ డిస్ప్లే చేసేటప్పుడు నాకు అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్లో కావాలి. సో అసెండింగ్ ఇది కంపల్సరీ కాదు, ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ మెన్షన్ ఆల్సో జాబ్ వైజ్ వస్తుంటాయి. బట్ నాకు అసెండింగ్ కావాలంటే ఇది. ఇదే ఇక్కడ ఏ ఫీల్డ్స్ అయితే తీసుకున్నావో, ఓకేనా, ఇక్కడ 3 ఫీల్డ్స్ తీసుకున్నావు. సమ్ సాలరీ అని క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తున్నావు సాలరీ. నెక్స్ట్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి, 2 ఫీల్డ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే ఫీల్డ్ మెన్షన్ చేసానో ఆ ఫీల్డ్ కాలం వైజ్ వస్తుంది, రిమైనింగ్ ఫీల్డ్ రో వైజ్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ ఇది సెలెక్ట్ చేయలేదు, ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేయనిది రో వైజ్ వస్తుంది.